I'm tired of failing on my diet. It's just been up and down, up and down. This reprogramming thing, it is it for me. I'm getting my mind right. I knew that eventually I would get there because I was not gonna give up. Good morning, you guys. I hope you all had a wonderful Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. First, I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for sharing in the excitement with me. Weighing in and seeing my number was really exciting, and then to go through and see all of your comments, all of your guys' messages just made it like a million times more, excuse me, a million times more special. So thank you guys for that. That was amazing. I just can't thank you guys enough for being on this journey with me, for being there with me through all the ups and downs, through, letting me share all of the stuff with you guys. So thank you guys for that. So I've been thinking about what I'm going to do next because, I weighed in, it was really great. I was excited. And then now it's kind of like, I kind of have to ask myself what's next, because now that I know my number, now that I know that I weigh in at 140, I'm right there at the 30s, it's going to be very easy for me to kind of digress, lay off the gas, because that's why I didn't weigh in for so long, was because that number, the 40s, I guess, that kind of that area made me feel like, okay, I'm doing good. It gives me a window to let off the gas. So I have to plan for how am I gonna keep myself from pulling back, keep myself from going back in the opposite direction. So I have to push myself even harder now, even harder, because I know my number and it's easy for me to go back. I have to really just make sure I'm still working on my habits. And this is gonna sound kind of weird, but so that day I weighed in, I was thinking a lot 140 in my head, just like 140, oh my gosh. And it kind of is like, I kind of have to set that on the shelf, kind of forget about it, because what helped me a lot with not weighing myself, and again, weighing myself was beneficial when I first started my journey. So, it's always depending on where you are. But for me, not weighing myself was really helpful because I didn't have that kind of self-torture of 140.8, or 149.8, where you just kind of you're constantly thinking about the numbers, and it, excuse me, it allowed me to only focus on the habits and forget about the numbers. And I think at least for me, that was the best while I was at that area where I get a little comfortable in the 40s and I feel good and lay off the gas. But before, when I was just trying to lose a little bit of weight when I first started, it was very beneficial for me to weigh myself because I was trying to get to the 40s. So it's once you get to the 40s, then it's that's where my little mental block was. So just depending on where you are in your journey with weighing yourself in, everybody's going to be a little bit different. So anyways, yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm not going to weigh myself again for a little while, because I don't want to put myself in that spot where I keep analyzing numbers. Okay, if I just eat a little less today, then tomorrow the scale is going to be, it's just where I'm at right now. Now I've really got to make sure, hey, I'm getting to the gym every morning, getting my runs in, continuing with my diet. Now my diet is not it's really kind of easy for me now, because I spent so much time cementing each habit one at a time, not trying to just eat healthy and have the lifestyle in one day. I gradually added one habit at a time. So now that's cemented, it's a lot easier for me to play with my diet, have fun with it. And so now I'm focusing on this next challenge that's about to start, but that doesn't mean I'm letting off the gas until the challenge starts. In order for me to make this a lifestyle, it has to be every day, regardless if there's a challenge or not. The challenge is just going to help me, add a little fuel to the fire, just give me a little more gas to stay focused on those goals and push a little bit harder. But I got to keep going because I want that flat tummy. I've never had a flat stomach like I want. I don't know if I want to see six-pack abs, but I just want to be able to feel comfortable in a bikini. So that's what I'm shooting for right now, and there's always going to be a new goal. But it's just, that's all it's about, is just focusing on one goal at a time. Right now for me, my goal is to get that flat tummy and focus even harder, because I have that self-sabotage thing about being below 149. So I've just got to stay focused. We all have different goals. Yeah, so thank you guys so much. I think I'm going to start naming this my fitness journey now. Like, I feel like I'm at a good healthy weight, so now it's less about weight loss or fat loss. I mean, I'm still trying to lose fat, but it's more going to be, I want to go for the fit physique, so I think I'm going to start calling this my fitness journey. So here we go, you guys. Thank you guys as always. Let me know if you have any questions or anything. I'm always here. Love you guys. Thank you for your support as always, and I'm going to go get my run in now. Hi you guys, I just finished my morning run. It's still dark outside, so I have my light on. So it's the day after Christmas. I've had like an amazing food-filled past 2 days. Lots of chips, cookies, just all nachos, all kinds of stuff. So I've really enjoyed these past 2 days, but I have to tell you guys, I was a little bit scared inside because now that I know what my number is, I'm scared that it's gonna like help me or let me take off. It's gonna let me pull off the gas, feel comfortable, and just start gaining all the weight back like I have been doing in the past. So honestly, I was a little bit scared about that. I've been so busy lately, you know, as I've lost weight, like nothing's changed. I still have the same like stress from everyday life, things I gotta get done, not having enough time, all that stuff. So the past 2 days, Christmas Eve and Christmas, I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna touch work at all these 2 days. I'm just gonna enjoy my time with the family, and I'm glad I did. I needed it, but I'm still an emotional eater. So I always kind of thought emotional eating was like, you know, after a breakup, like sitting there watching sappy movies, like eating ice cream, but it's really not like that. It's not as like, you know, dramatic as that. I think most of us really are emotional eaters, because it's like whenever you're bored sitting around a dinner table with chips on the table, you're just eating because, you know, you're not really like actively doing something. And that's how it's been the past 2 days. I've been enjoying my time with the family, and I'm glad I did, but we were just kind of like sitting around the living room, just enjoying each other's company. We weren't really like actively doing something. So I would just like sit down for a minute, go grab some cookies, sit down for a minute, go grab some chips. And it's just from not staying so like active. That's what it is really keeping yourself busy, and not just busy for the sake of being busy, but something that really interests you, something that you're excited about, because that's one of the biggest things is now that I'm doing something that I really like care about and enjoy, it keeps my mind occupied. I don't get bored, if that makes sense. I'm always like, there's always something I got to do or get done, and that's a big part of it, is having something that you're excited about that keeps your mind occupied. It feels really good getting back to work today. Got my run in, and you guys can probably see in my face that I had a lot of good, delicious carbs this past 2 days, but I enjoyed it. I needed it, and I'm excited to get back in my routine, be ready to hit the ground running for January's challenge. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I'll see you later.